Here are the top 10 most expensive era coins sold at auction in 2025. To kick things off, we have something really nice, and something you don't really see that often at all either. A buffalo nickel that was struck on a Lincoln cent copper planchet, making it a wrong planchet and off-metal era coin. Graded by PCGS as XF45, this unique piece, dated as 1916, was sold at auction by Stax Bowers in April for the sum of $9,600. Mint eras are usually fun and interesting, but there is just something about era coins on older coins, especially pre-1933 coins, that makes it feel more special somehow, especially if that era is a rather blatant one on a larger coin, like this Morgan dollar, which was struck about 20% off-center and preserved in a condition that affords it unmatched eye appeal as well. Graded by NGC as MS62, it gained a final price at auction of $20,400. And then we have another improbable era coin from the Philadelphia Mint from the turn of the century. This time, it is a 2000 dated Lincoln cent that was overstruck onto an existing Virginia state quarter. With a clean and sharp strike on both coins, the era is clearly evident here. The coin is graded by PCGS as MS65, and in March, it was sold by Great Collections at auction for $21,937. In 1974, Lincoln cents were being struck for circulation at San Francisco. At the time, leftover Panama 10th Balboas, dated as 1973, were still hanging around in the system. Somehow, one of these foreign coins ended up in the penny press, and from that, we have this mated pair, which, rather inexplicably, was also struck with two obverse dies at the same time. So, coin 1 was the Panamanian coin, overstruck with a Lincoln cent obverse. Coin 2 of this mated pair is then the Lincoln cent that has the obverse brokage on the reverse from the foreign coin. Graded separately as MS66 and MS64 brown, the set was sold at auction for $26,400. This coin makes for fascinating viewing, as it is both a variety and an era coin at the same time. This 1918 over 7 overdate buffalo nickel would already be the cause of great excitement for many collectors, but the addition of the lamination error that is seen on the reverse, affecting the first two letters of the denomination, serves to elevate its status even further. The coin is graded by NGC as MS63 and was sold at auction for no less than $25,312. A struck over era coin occurs when an existing coin, one that was already created, is fed into the minting press again and then struck for a second time. In this case, we can see that was an existing Lincoln cent from 2005 that was then struck over with a 2005 Jefferson Bison nickel. The date from the original penny can still be seen across Jefferson's forehead. The coin is graded as MS68 red by NGC and was sold at auction in September for $26,400. This Eisenhower dollar from the Denver Mint was struck multiple times outside of the collar. Then something extraordinary happened. The feeder finger that delivers the blank planchets into the press overextended and then was struck onto the dollar itself, capturing a full image of Eisenhower in the process. According to Fred Weinberg, no other Ike dollar is known with a complete Eisenhower portrait impressed onto a feeder finger and bonded to an already major error. It's the largest known Ike error ever recorded. It is slabbed by PCGS with a grade of MS64 and sold at auction for $44,437. By 1977, the aluminium cent was already a defunct idea, abandoned by the mint. Millions had been struck earlier in the decade, and almost all were destroyed. Yet, somehow, one aluminum planchet survived long enough to be struck again, this time dated as 1977. Only one example is known for this date. It spent decades quietly in error specialist Fred Weinberg's collection before resurfacing, a lone echo of a cancelled experiment. Graded by NGC as MS60, it was sold at auction for $50,400. In 2001, something slipped through the Denver Mint that was never supposed to exist. A Lincoln cent was struck with a reverse of a Roosevelt dime. Two coins from different production streams colliding for a split second. Errors like this almost always get caught. This one did not. Only 10 examples of the cent dime mule are known to exist, with more than half of the known population dated as 2001. This fiery orange MS65 red survivor stands out for its sheer eye appeal, and at auction it was able to attain a closing price of $60,000. One of the rarest and certainly most distinctive error coins known is the double-sided mule error. In this case, a coin where both sides were impressed with the same reverse design. This two-tailed Washington quarter is one of only 5 such coins known to exist, with the current example being a relatively new discovery added to the population. Instead of Washington on the obverse of the coin, this coin has the reverse eagle design on both sides. Graded by NGC as MS64, it was sold for $84,000. Subscribe to WNN and feel free to watch the top 10 most expensive dollar coins sold in 2025 next, right here. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.